it's been quite a lovely deliberation, and we would really want to hear from you today. There's been smooth transition from the old ESCOs to the formerly elected ones when we were in Iseluku. We'd like to get your opinion from the rundown of the event so far and how you've seen the whole event going forward.
We thank God for the success so far. There's something interesting about this particular guild, and that is the cooperation that exists between the old and the new, the elderly and the younger. You know, the experience of the old aids the younger ones who are taking over from them. As you can see in the exchange of a baton from the former executive to this present one. So the cooperation has been there, and we hope it continues. That shows the oneness, the unity that exists, and without it, no organization, no society can achieve the success it is set to achieve. So that is one thing I've observed, and we pray it continues.
All right. Just only recently I found out about the Uyo Destitute Home. I really want you to shed more light on going forward. What's the guild looking at that project?
Yes, the Destitute Home, you know, taking care of the needy, the poor, the destitute, so to say, is one of the major characteristics that we are known for. You know, so the Destitute Home was initiated by the guild through the help of Padua. You know, we got some finance, and then it was started, and the diocese also assisted through the former National Chaplain. So it's kicked off, and it did so well. Although of late it has been having some challenges, and we also have the challenge of who actually owns it. You know, but thank God we are resolving that now amicably at that. And His Lordship the Bishop will be here this evening, and then we will finish the discussion. But there's no controversy actually. What we have is to work out a modality for handling it so that it will not die off. It will be well handled, and the national body will be carried along, while the guild in this diocese will also be directly involved. That's actually what we are trying to put in place.
That's very, very, very thoughtful. And finally, we also noticed you came along with your recently written book, okay. And which we were really impressed, because it's not easy to cover all the years. It's a whole lot, like reflections on all that. So I will really need to know, like, what inspiration, where do you get that inspiration for you to and what really inspired you to put that project, because it's something we Christians really need in our daily lives.
Yes, actually, since my ordination, I have been putting my homilies in small pieces of paper. So at a point I felt, after some years in the priesthood, that these papers may get lost. So why not I put them together into a book, compile them into a book, and so that people can have it for themselves, and I can have my own way of keeping it, for future generations. That's how I was able to put them together, and to the glory of God, it came out good, and I'm happy about that. And many people also have access to that, which whatever little contribution it will make into their spirituality, God will take the glory definitely.
Yes, yeah. As it's been a lot of wonderful work there coming from you. We thank God for all His faithfulness. And just to round it up, the former president was recently made the grand patron of the Guild of St. Anthony of Padua. Any words from you about that?
That woman was a mother to all of us, and if there's any other way we can honor her more than what we have done, she deserves it. So, but it is the implication of this is that those who are coming after her should know that at the end of their own tenure, the general body will assess them also. So it is a way of encouraging those who are coming after her. But for herself, she did so well. Made a lot of sacrifice for the guild,